Come on. You can do it. I don't want to be in portrait mode. Can you tell it's the first time I'm using this app? Let's see. Oh shit. Damn. Oh, this is annoying. Come on, man. Pull up. Pull it up. Here we go. Okay. At least I got back to this screen. Let me see. So what I was going to do is show you guys some of my wallets. Maybe we'll talk about some other stuff. This is one you may have seen if you follow me on Instagram. This is one I put on Instagram recently. At least the outside of it. This is actually from the lead up. Most comic book nerds will know, of course, the Death of Superman run that happened in the 90s. I was a kid at the time, very vaguely aware of it and what kind of happened afterwards. This wallet was actually made from one of the issues that it's the Doomsday run that happens, that basically leads up to the Superman death. So this is before the Superman death. The book is of a better quality than most comic books. It's a little bit thicker. The paper's thicker. It seems to be a good quality of paper. Just a good quality book. And so it felt weird trying to take it apart because it felt more substantial, at least, the materials it's made out of and stuff like that, than most comic books that I make into comics. But when you look up the value of it, you don't feel so bad about it. But yeah, so this is actually a better quality wallet. This is one of the ones I made without the magnets so that it could be a little bit cheaper. I want to have different price points for the different wallets, different quality, different type of closure. If you want to see on the inside here, this is where the bills would go. You get his fist in there. Okay, because it flows from back here, from this image. I always try to put something cool looking here and here, so so at least you're looking at some cool stuff when you open it. Otherwise, what's the point, right? Although when I don't do that, I make books or comic books. I make wallets like this one, which is one that I didn't really pay attention to what goes where. This is a cheaper one for that reason, because it takes a little more time and effort. Yeah, but that's a Transformers comic book. I got some wallets here. I think most of these have been put on the site, on the Etsy shop. I think the 3 ones that I didn't, like the cheaper ones that I made, these I don't think, they may not be on the site yet, on the Etsy shop. I'm going to show some old ones. I just realized that the width of these is so drastically different. This, between these two wallets. I've changed my methods a little bit, and probably it may have just been a bad measurement too. There's that. But yeah, check out Superman there. Yeah, we're still going. Okay. I just want to double check. You might hear some audio. I just want to make sure that we're actually live on all the platforms. All the platforms? Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. So let me just kill the audio there so you can't see that. I'm doing this by myself here, so I'm my own producer. Yeah, we're live on YouTube, and I think we're live we're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. All right, cool. So that's that wallet. This is one of the first ones I did that I really was proud of. This one here. This is a if you can't tell, Spider-Gwen. I thought that was a really cool image to use on the main. I don't know, you call it billboard image, I guess I could call it. If you can read it there, it says, "Yeah, that's right. I'm just a girl." Of course, Spider-Gwen, has an outfit where she covers her face, and in this panel, this is where the bad guy realizes that Spider-Gwen's a girl, and he's like, "Oh no, I can't beat up a girl." These are some other images of the fight right before she loses her mask. This is before the fight happens in the book. I don't recall which exact. I thought this was funny. If you take out the business cards here, I got an advertisement of this. I don't know. It's from some TV show that was going on when this book. So this is like the one main part of like the backside. I'll do a video soon where I'm actually folding everything so you can actually see the process and how it's made. But you have one side that's basically going to be most of what you see here. The back panel and everything's in here. Like that's the imagery you see is on that one side of the paper once you create the sheet. This is one of the very rare parts, and I never noticed it was so prominent before, but this is on the back side. So, yeah, I just thought that was a complete coincidence that face is right there. I think it's funny. Anyway. And these are minimalist wallets, because I tried when I first started making them. I used someone else's design. I learned how to do it from someone else. And what I was thinking when I first made them, I was like, oh, you can put your business cards in here, right? Or back here, so you got multiple pockets. Not really. The most secure way to have them is through this. You want to put them under that flap, and then just put them in there, a little snug in there. And that's really the safest. When I was experimenting with them to see, testing them myself, that's really the best thing to do. I think that's how they're actually meant to be used, was just to use that. So, nowadays, I was kind of glad that I started using these when I was testing them, because I kind of had to take out a bunch of stuff in my wallet that I never used. There's some like rewards programs, cards, some gift cards that, I forgot I had, and all that kind of stuff. So it really helps to have a more slimmed down wallet, because it forces you to get rid of a bunch of crap you don't need in your wallet. And it's so rare for me to have cash these days too. Like I'll just sometimes throw different stuff in here just to hold on to it, and move your receipts, put receipts back there. But you just need, for me, and I think this is for like most people, really you only need a couple credit cards, business cards maybe. And that's it. Like I don't need much else in my wallet. It's easier, and this is the magnets, of course. So this one has the magnets. This is one of the first ones actually that had the magnets, and that's why you have the snap. See, I'm being watched by one person on Twitch. Nice. Not many people watch me on Twitch, so I probably know who that person is. We're gonna let's look at, this is one of the first ones I made too that I thought was really cool. I thought just the imagery on this one was really cool. It's romantic. You know, you got just a small image here, and in the book itself, the artwork was really cool looking because you just got Catwoman and Batman here, and then just the sky open up above with all the stars and stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool, and I thought that would be a perfect image. And what I did was I actually created a template, so it actually has it's basically, I folded some paper that was taped together into a wallet, and then once I created the wallet, I unfolded it, and then I knew exactly where, you know, this piece would end up being on the paper. So I actually cut that out, so it's a window. So and then I cut out these triangles or whatever, almost triangles, here and here, so that when I just place that piece of paper on top of a comic book, I'm like, okay, this is the size of this shape and this shape and this shape, and I can actually see and like, okay, well that's when I took that window basically and put it on that comic book, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. That's, you know, you get all that height, you know, you're looking into the sky there, and I thought that was really cool. And of course, since it's a, you know, theme is pretty clear by the outside. It's kind of a romantic one. You got some intimate scenes with Catwoman and Batman here, and then of course they're about to smooch right there. But yeah, so those. Let me pull up the store on my computer, and I'll talk about this one next. Etsy.com. Okay, you look at an Etsy store that has alternative, not safe for work variants of certain comic books. You look at them once, and they show up on your main page every time you open it. I swear to God, I don't know. And every time I open up, I was like, oh, maybe I'll buy that. No, I probably won't. I think it's a little overpriced. Plus, there's something very, I don't know. You feel a little sad buying stuff like that. Where's my store? It's just Paper Anvil for those people who don't know. Paper Anvil. It works on the app on my phone, but now I'm just actually finding anvils in the stores. I want the store. Fine, I'll go to my own damn account, my shop manager. Where's my store? The listings. There we go. Okay, yeah, so the Batman one, Batman Catwoman, is in the store, as well as the Superman one. And I have just of the crudely, like, simple made cheap ones, the $10 wallets, just this one's in there. I have two more that I need to add, or at least one more, because I think, no, two more. I got two more I need to add. Okay, so this one is Miss Marvel. I thought this was a good opportunity to make this because there is a Miss Marvel Disney Plus show coming out. And plus, there's a lot of people who are familiar with her now because of the recent Avengers video game. Apparently, I listen to a lot of. I do play video games. I don't want to say I'm not a gamer, but I don't know. It's been a long time where it's been like this, where I actually listen and pay attention to more of the video game industry. I spend more time doing that than actually playing games. I only bring that up to say that I've heard a lot about the Avengers game and how if you just do the campaign, it's not too bad, and that Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, is actually the best character, story-wise, in the game. Actually, I was listening to the year-end Game of the Year episodes for Giant Bomb. If you don't know who those guys are, I've nicknamed them in my head as the jaded video game insiders. They've been in the game for a long time, at least some of them, not all of them. So it's just like guys that have been around video games for a very long time. They're like in their 40s. Some of them are. And anyway, they gave Kamala Khan's dad Dad of the Year as far as video games go. So he's the video game Dad of the Year. And I thought that was hilarious. They come up with some categories for the awards on different ones every year. Anyway, so if you know Miss Marvel, here she is in wallet form, made from one of her comics. I like this image here. I thought that looked pretty cool. We'll give you a look at these in here. Just some panels and stuff. Nothing crazy. But it has the magnets, and when I make them, and I try to put them up on the Etsy shop as soon as I can. It'll say on there whether it has the shielding, the magnetic shielding. Let me look at the description. No, this one does not. Yeah, and it's priced accordingly. It's $14.99. The ones that have the magnetic close and the magnetic shielding, those are much higher. They're almost $30. Yeah. But magnetic close, pretty cool. We did this one. It's pretty boring. We did Spider-Gwen. We did Spider-Man. We did not do. I'll go over these real quick. Just real quick. This is just the ones I didn't pay much attention to when I made. So they're simple, $10. And that's it. Yeah. Here's that. And then this is the other one. These are from the. These are definitely comics from the 90s. There's 1,000 of them. Worthless. This is another one with magnets. Better quality one. This, of course, is Wonder Woman. Yeah, that looks pretty good. This is from their first Rebirth comic. I think it's number 0, maybe, that leads into the story that they try to guess reboot or whatever. For the Rebirth, I have a bunch of Rebirth comics, and I decided that most of those were going to be made into comics or wallets. They're going to be made into wallets because they're not that valuable. And I always check beforehand. And this is one Zelda one. I thought this was good. I played with this a little bit because you get. I'm assuming this is Tetra, the fairy or whatever. So I put his reaction, but it's Tetra, and then putting her there. I'm assuming it's a female fairy. And this is the outside, which is technically upside down, which I do sometimes. It's easy to do that. Forget that I need to reverse that to make it look right. Bunch of stuff. Anyway, I think that one does not have magnets, and this one is $14.99. So that's that. And then also, I got some graded books in. I got this one. Let's see, it might be better if I just take it out of the plastic there. Mm-hmm. So it's a 6.5. Not crazy good. It is a key issue, but it's not a big key issue. And to be honest, I probably got a little excited about this one when I shouldn't have. It's not worth that much, even in its graded form, especially at 6.5. It's because the 1970s is when this came out. Late 1970s. I have a bunch of Warlock books. That was one character I was collecting a lot of. I'm gonna put him up, but may have gotten a little too excited about grading this one when I shouldn't have. Now this next one is worth a bit more. That is Captain Canuck, number 1. You can see that there. Yeah, Captain Canuck, number 1. Yeah. I remember when I found out that this is an actual superhero. This was a few years ago, at a convention, and I thought it was. I considered like trying to collect these just because I thought it was hilarious at the time, because it's a Canadian superhero. The only Canadian superhero that anyone knows about is Wolverine, and he's not actually Canadian, not originally. I don't think. I could be wrong. Someone can correct me on that. But he is associated with Canada quite a bit. But it's good rating, 9.4. I actually bought 2 of these, just the book itself, from eBay. Someone was selling 2 of them, and one of them was in better condition than the other. That was this one. But depending on how bad the other one is, I might end up sending it anyway. The size, if I'm not mistaken, I think the size is a little bit different as a Canadian book. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see if I can tell. Yeah, no, I think it is. No? The case is the same. It's really hard. No, I think it is slightly bigger. It's ever so slightly bigger, I can tell, just lining up the books themselves. It's not so much bigger that the case, the slab needs to be a different size. But yeah, anyway, I've been waiting. Aside from these, I sent this one I sent these 2 at the same time that I sent this other one that I'm waiting for to get back. It's been ridiculously long. It's taking forever, and that is the Spider-Man To Catch a Spider. It was a comic book that was inside of a GamePro magazine, which is the game magazine video game magazine I subscribed to in the 90s, or I guess early 2000s mostly. They went out of business a long time ago, but that was my video game magazine of choice, which is not the popular one. It was a little more rare. But anyway, there was they had a perforation in there, and you could tear the comic book out of the magazine, and I did very carefully, and I put it in a drawer. And it stayed there for a very long time until I was just fumbling around in the Key Collector app, which is it's an app that helps you get the different values of comic books, and it was in there, and I was like, "What the hell?" I said, "I think I have that," and I went and dug for it in the drawer that I thought I had it in, and it was still there, and yeah, so I went and got it graded. Now, apparently there was 2 different versions of it. One of them was not in the magazine. You didn't have to tear it out. It was, I think it was the newsstand version where you actually like wrapped in plastic, and then you would just take the book out of the plastic that it was all in. I think that one's worth more. But I went ahead and got it graded anyway, because I mean, how many of those are really going to be graded? And I actually looked it up, because there's of course the census that CGC does, and it'll tell you what books, how many of what books are graded at what grade, blah blah blah. And there's only one other book that's been graded that I can. I have to double check. Sorry, taking a swig of Mr. Pibb, which I was discussing with my wife, who's from New York. Not a thing in New York, which I didn't think it was. I think it was a Southern thing. Actually, I can go ahead and see if I can flip this around, because I think actually let's do it this way. Don't look at my stuff. Come on. Let's just turn it around. All right. Pretty sure I was still streaming up until a second ago. So I'm gonna turn the camera around. There we go. So that won't be probably the best quality because I'm using my phone still, but it's working. I'm all sweaty and stuff. Sorry. Batman back there. Dwight quote back there. What was I doing? Oh, I'm gonna go check that census again. You just come on the ride with me. Just come along. Just follow me. I don't need that up. Okay, let's see. And we'll move this over here so it looks more like I'm looking at you, kind of. You always have to search. You can't just search CGC because it's actually like a ticker symbol for some stock. CGC certified or CGC grading. All right. Show me the census. All right. To catch a spider? What did I call it? My submissions. Let's see. What the hell did I call the book? Sorry, I don't mean for this to be so boring. I thought this would only take a second. So let me go find it real quick. I think I had to actually submit it as a magazine. So if we do and actually I had to don't have a membership to the CGC right now. They wanted to renew it recently. What is going on? Oh, it's not letting me do it at the submission. Okay. Maybe this isn't such a good thing to do at the moment because I'm having trouble pulling up the right information. I want the census. So go to the census. And then we'll go to my actual stuff here. We are live still, right? Looks like it. Okay, I found it. So I should be able to find it in the census now. Because I got the name. It's just hard to... what is this? Includes, exact match, starts with... What'd you call it? You called it... Spider-Man Activision. in 2000 Marvel Comics. Okay, here it is. Activision Edition or just Activision? Ultimate Spider-Man. Activision Edition. So either way, whether it's this, they have two different ones. There's a Spider-Man Activision and Ultimate Spider-Man Activision Edition. Um, Both of those, it looks like, only have, no, so it's not that one. It's got to be this one. No, that's not it, bud. Okay, yeah, so you can't even find this stuff on eBay, but it looks like there's only one that's been graded, other than mine. Mine's almost graded. It's still scheduled to be graded, apparently. Whatever, big deal. Anyway, I'm just blabbering on. I showed you my wallets. Paper Anvil on Etsy is the store. I'm gonna be back tomorrow for another live video, and my goal right now, and hopefully you can hold me accountable. And I've done stuff like this before in the past, but it's been real shoddy trying to do live video or any type of YouTube stuff for a while, just because life is crazy right now. And I don't plan on these being just wallet focused. Like I have other things. I have a lot of things that I do that I can talk about, and one of those things I'll probably talk about soon is my app that I'm making. Started off as what I call an FPS trainer, which you could use, and it was dynamic, and then you could use it on your phone or your web browser. And it would pop up with a bunch of bad guys, and you'd have to hit the red ones and don't hit the blue ones because you'll lose points if you hit the blue ones. But I've recently changed what it is, as far as the aesthetics. So it's not just like these, what they were like, when you go to a gun range, you can get like a guy that looks like a mugger. He has like a ski mask, and you got a gun pointed at you, and you gotta shoot him, and that's your target at the gun range. Basically, I took an image of that, changed it a little bit, the colors, and made them blue and red. But like I said, it's not that. I've got this other idea. I've got the basic stuff done, but I want to expand it and add some more levels. And then I have an idea for the thing at the end. I want it to be, I guess I could spoil it now. I can talk more about it tomorrow, though. Because I'm sure not a ton of people are going to watch this video in particular. But anyway, I'm changing it the theme to coronavirus. I've actually already done the imagery. So I took an image. It was a common image I think that people were used to seeing maybe on the news and on websites and stuff. That was like the virus, I guess. One unit of virus. So the circle, the ball with the things, the proteins or whatever that's probably not what they are, but the things that come off the outside of the circle, they're all like little hooks or prongs or whatever you would call it, forks. But I took one of those images and I changed it quite a bit, so that's my own. So I have blue and red of those. So the basic idea still is to hit the red ones and don't hit the blue ones. But I'm thinking about expanding the well, also I talked to thank you Jason for giving me the idea, because when you did click on it, like if you're on your computer, it would not register the click if you just did the down, like pressing the button in. It wouldn't just register the down in, or it would be the down and up. You'd have to do up and down, like the button has to get pressed and then come up out of the press, and then it would register the click. So it kind of made the game a little frustrating. So I'm going to try to change it till it's just the down click, so you don't have to be as careful about when you're clicking it on the computer. And of course on the phone it's just tapping the screen. But even then I think you had to press and then let go, and that's when it would register the click when you're pressing it with the anyway. This doesn't need to be too much longer. I can go into more detail tomorrow. I'm only probably gonna go live probably after 10 o'clock when I do go live. So I'll have time to work on the app a little more before I tell you guys about it more. Because I'm thinking about adding some levels that are not that game, but a different type of game. Maybe some trivia, and then I'm going to end it with, once you finish it, I'm going to put up like useful numbers or contact information for getting tested or vaccine places. I don't know. Sorry, I'm tired. More pib. And then Zach and I should be doing another War Pod soon. 2 War Pods ago, we said that we were going to watch X-Men 2, X2, and then we were going to talk about it. And I forgot completely about it, but I did watch it. I finished watching it today, actually only like an hour or so ago. And apparently that's one of Zach's favorite movies, and apparently it's. I mean, Rotten Tomatoes likes it. A lot of people like it. I don't particularly like it, and we'll get into why I don't like it more in the next episode, the next Warpod episode. Which right now it's supposed to be Saturday, so I'll go live tomorrow, probably after 10. Wait, yeah, tomorrow I'm playing One of Us. Is that the name of it? Yeah. I mean, I know about the game. Not One of Us. What the fuck's the name of the game? I can't remember the game. Something. Oh my god. AOC played it recently. I bet you if I just pull up Steam, it'll tell me. Quick, Steam, what are the most popular games? Or I could just pull up Discord because we were talking about it. Game night. Among Us. Yeah. Can you tell I'm really tired? Yeah. Alright, I'm going to end this stream. Thanks for checking it out if you did. But I'll be live tomorrow around 10. I'm going to set my alarm as soon as I turn this off. Alright.